Back up. Back up. I'm gonna come at you. Hurry. Back up. Back up. Back up. Stop. Well, fellas, I had to wait until my neighbors decided to stop fussing so I can record. I don't like background noise that much, but when they're dropping the F-bomb all the time and screaming at each other and hoping they die and all that stuff, y'all don't need to hear that. But welcome to Roane County, Tennessee, by the way. You know, Roane County was once nationwide publicity by Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson once said on live TV, if you ever want to get away with a murder, do it in Roane County, Tennessee. There's about some half-truth to that. Wait a minute, I think they're getting ready to start up again. Imagine there'll be a shooting down there one of these days. Anyway, when you get my age, you start trying to think of life as making it easier for yourself. So I've come up with a way of making life a little easier for myself. I'll be 69 in October, and with a broke back. By the way, I'll show that to you. Yeah, sometimes it's a little hard on me whenever I want to do a project, and it takes me a week to do it, and I'm supposed to get it done in like a day and a half or something like that. But that's the way I've been all my life. I don't like farting around. If there's a job to get done, I try to get it done and get it the hell over with. He's gonna start his motorcycle up now. Anyway, all the excitement's over with. Let's just get on with this video. I want you guys to pay special notice. We had a washing machine that went out of balance, and I thought it was throwing a belt, and come to find out, our old washer that we had leaked all the time. It was one of those front loading washers, and I never paid any attention to it. And it started wobbling real bad, and I thought, oh my goodness, it's throwing a belt or something. So I called the repair guy out, and the repair guy comes out. He goes, sir, I hate to tell you this, but your floor's rotted. I said, you're kidding, because you stand in front of it, it's just as solid as rock. But back there where the washer was, he went to take the front of that washer off to check the belt, and noticed that his knee almost went through the floor. He said, that's why your washer is going haywire. So after about $3,000 later, I got a new floor, and the washer's just fine. My wife had these shelves in there that she couldn't use anymore because we had to get a bigger water heater, and she had no more space for it. And she told me just take them to the dump. She'd already found other spaces for her laundry detergent and all that stuff. I thought, okay. And then I got to thinking, you know what? I can make my life a little simpler. And I'll show you what we got. Steve, you may ask yourself, why do you have all these battery chargers out here on your bench? Well, there's a good story to that, and it's time for some organization. I had them all lined up on my workbench, and it was cumbersome to reach back there because they're not nailed down or anything. And when I needed something, I had to reach in and grab it and pull it out, and I was, that didn't sound good. I had to reach over the bench, grab one, pull it over to me, and then charge the battery. So the other day we had to replace my laundry room floor, and wife had no more use for these. So I have an idea. Now you may say to yourself, Steve, that's all fine and dandy. They're all secured down, come up out of their racks real easy now. The chargers, all the tool chargers are on top. My car battery's right here. But you got all these cords hanging out on the back. What are you going to do about that? I got a solution for that too. Here's my solution. I don't know whether I'm wanting to put it here in the front, but I may want to put it here in the back, or maybe right here on the side out of the way. That way my cord will just come up here when I'm through with it, and I can wheel it back in and out. This is going to go up under my table, by the way. Let me work on this. Okay. I think with this I'm finished for right now, so I'll show you the back. I've got the cords wrapped up and zip tied. Got this zip tied where all these cords go in and they're not being interfered. I don't have to worry about them getting unplugged accidentally. Battery charger's right here, and what of course I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of my battery power tools on these shelves here, and I'm going to get them right now. Okay, there she is. All my battery powered hand tools right here. Move it around. Got a cord for it. Slide it up under the table. And anytime I want to charge it, or all I gotta do is pull it out, plug it in, the chargers are turned on, and don't have to worry about it now. It's not sitting in the back of my desk, cluttering up my desk. These tools aren't anywhere but right there in front of me where I know they're at. To see what I did with this one, I'll show you what I did with the other one now. Got all my power tools that you have to have power cords for. And now they're all together. Sometimes I amaze myself with how smart I am. Of course, you know I'm just joking. But I really am smart though. Well, now that job's over with, I tell you what, my back is wore out. You know, I listen to an old boy on YouTube a lot that says you can't get a job done unless you get off your ass and do it. And he's right. But a lot of times I have to get my job done while I'm sitting on my ass because of my back. And my dad always said, if you want to figure out how to find out how to do something easy, ask a fat man. He didn't get fat just sitting around on his ass. Use that noggin. Anyway, we'll catch you guys later. Hope you liked the video. Now they're starting up a lawnmower. I got to go. We'll see you.